The Last of the House of Neville by Wiktor Lost. Act 1, Scene 1. Enter Robert, lost in the woods, reading a letter, then putting it down and continuing on, trying to find his way. My dear Robert, you once asked of me the chance to see the crown jewel of my family's lineage, the House of Neville. I had rebuked you then, for I did not deem it proper for one such as thee to enter the most sacred of houses. Now, however, under these present circumstances, I do believe it is time for you to finally experience the extravagant hospitality offered upon the guests of the illustrious House of Neville. Lights out on a thunderstrike, followed by a rain downpour, then interrupted by a loud, thunderous knocking. Lights on as Jacob Neville opens the door to a soaked Roberts. "Robert, my friend, is that you?" "Yes, my friend, it is I. And if you wouldn't mind, I would very much appreciate a chance to get out of this rain, perhaps a nice hot cup of tea and a warm fire to sit by." Yes, of course. Come in." "Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated. I must say I was not expecting such weather when I got your letter. Had you warned me beforehand, I would have brought my umbrella." "My letter, yes. I see. Well, come on in." "Well, I already am, but thank you. Shall I make myself at home, good sir?" Jacob doesn't answer, and starts heading up the stairs as if forgetting Robert. "Jacob?" "Oh, my apologies, Robert. My mind has been quite forgetful these days. I'm dreadfully ill, you see." "My word, that is disconcerting news. How long has this been going on? Have you called the doctors?" "Yes." "And what did they say? Have they been able to treat your condition?" "It's not." Suddenly, a woman dressed all in white almost glides across the stage, staring straight ahead. "Oh, there! A pleasure to meet you, my lady. My name is—" The woman in white ignores him and keeps going until disappearing off stage. "Robert." "Please do not judge her too harshly. She did not mean you ill will. I fear, as ill as I may appear, my sister has it worse off." "Oh, you have a sister? I was not aware. You never mentioned her." "Didn't I? I could have sworn I did." "No, you didn't. In fact, now that I think about it, there's quite a lot I don't know about you, old chap. You were never the loquacious type. In point of fact, when I got your letter, I got rather excited. Not just for the opportunity to see such a fanciful dwelling, but for the opportunity to finally get to spend some time with my childhood best friend." "Are we?" "Are we what?" "Best friends." "Well, we haven't seen each other in years, but yes, I would still consider you my best friend. Do you not feel the same?" "You're my only true friend, Robert." "Oh, well, thank you, old boy. I'll help you out in any way I can. In the meantime, could I bother you for that cup of tea and a warm place by the fire?" "Yes, of course. Come, sit by the fire. Tell me how you've been. I'll have Catherine get us a cup of tea. Do you take sugar or—" As they go stand next to the fireplace, the woman in white comes back and starts heading toward Robert. "Catherine?" The woman in white walks up behind Robert and wraps her arms around him, rubbing her head against his head sensually. Jacob, for the first time, raises his voice. "Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Right now! Out, I say! Out!" The woman in white doesn't react to the outburst, but does let go of Robert, and goes back the way she came. Robert looks uncomfortable about the whole situation. You know, Jacob, it really wasn't such a big, well, that is to say, you didn't have to, you know." "What?" Well, you didn't have to yell at your own sister like that. I didn't. I think you did. No, you don't understand. Never mind. I'll talk to her later. It's been great seeing you, my old acquaintance. Now you'll be heading off, I assume? I'll get your coat. You can have my umbrella. Keep it. I have plenty. Consider it a parting gift. Actually, old boy, I was rather thinking I would stay a while. What? Why? Well, I can't possibly leave my best friend alone in his house while he's sick, and with an even sicker sister to take care of. It wouldn't be right of me, would it? It's quite all right, Mr. Robert. I can manage quite well by myself. Thank you for your concern. Good day. Jacob, it's not just you. It's your sister. Are you getting along with her? I love my sister with all my heart. Of course, I've no doubt about that, but, well, with her sickness and all that, are you sure it's not just a bit much for you? What do you mean? Well, with the way you treated her before, I'm just wondering if she's not, too much for you to handle. Perhaps it would be better if you were to hand her over to a place that can take better care of her. And you could get a vacation. Come with me. Get some time away from this lonely old house. It will be much easier for you and her. Jacob looks to be contemplating Robert's offer, when suddenly the woman in white comes back on stage and collapses with a loud thud. Jacob runs over to her in a panic. Catherine! Jacob runs up and falls to his knees, checking on her. Robert looks on in concern. Ye gods! I'll go call a doctor. No! For God's sakes, just please, leave us, please. I shall not leave you alone, especially not with your sister in such a state. God, Robert, fine, just help me get her on the couch. Gladly. The two lift the woman in white up and place her on the couch. My word, Jacob, she's ice cold. I'm telling you, we need to get her to a doctor. It won't help. They won't let us. What was that? Who won't let us? Jacob, old friend, who won't let us? Are you being harassed by someone? No, not someone. I'm sorry, old friend. I'm afraid I won't be joining you on that vacation after all. Such a shame. It would have been a preferable end. What end? What are you talking about, Jacob? I must go get Catherine a wet towel for her head. I shan't be long. Before Robert can protest, Jacob leaves the stage. As soon as he does, the woman in white stirs silently. Robert quickly kneels down and takes her hand. Catherine, are you all right? The woman in white suddenly grabs Robert's hair and pulls him in for a kiss. Robert struggles and finally pulls away in shock. Catherine, what on God's good earth are you doing? The woman in white smiles and grabs Robert's collar with surprising strength and leans into his ear. We want you. The woman in white passes out again. Robert hesitantly puts his fingers on her neck and jumps back in surprise. Catherine, your pulse! Robert walks backwards and bumps into Jacob, who appears silently back on stage, holding a wet towel. God, you scared me, Jacob. How was my Catherine doing? Well, God, Jacob, I refuse to lie to you. She woke up briefly, and when I went to see if she was okay, she kissed me. I swear, Jacob, I did not initiate it. I would never do that to you. Jacob looks at Robert for a second before realizing something. He glares angrily at the woman in white and stomps over to her. So that's what you want. Animals. Jacob kneels down and gently places the wet towel on the woman in white's head, all the while glaring angrily. "Well, guess what? You will never have him. You hear me? Never." "Jacob, please." She was clearly delirious. She didn't know what she was doing. Jacob doesn't answer. "Jacob, after the kiss, I checked her pulse and... I'm so sorry, friend, but I think she's dead." No, she's not. They won't let her. Not as long as I stay good." "What are you talking about? Who is this they you keep speaking of? Please tell me. I will not leave until you do." "Why not?" "Because I love you, Jacob. You're my friend, and I will do anything to help you. Please, come back with me. You and Catherine will go away together." Jacob looks back at Robert, touched, and considering his offer, but then shakes his head. "We can't. They won't let us." "Who? For God's sakes, who won't let you, Jacob?" "The house, Robert. It's the house. It's been here as long as my family, longer even. It's always been here. It feeds off us, sucks our life force like leeches of blood. And when it's done, it disposes of us with even less care. It's already done the same to our parents, and I cannot deny it any more. It has already done the same for my sweet sister here. You're right, Robert. The Catherine I knew is dead. That precious, kindly woman. This flesh sack is a puppet to the house. Her veins are like strings on a marionette. Any time I try to leave, they dangle her in front of my very eyes with a knife to those strings. And the worst part is, she's always the one holding the knife. How do I know that this one time it's not my real Catherine, desperately crying out for her big brother for help, as she always did, begging me? But begging for what? Are you begging me to save you, or to release you from this living hell they imprisoned you in? No, I can see now, thanks to you, Robert. My Catherine is long gone, just like father, just like mother. I'm the last of the House of Neville. The way we go out, what a crappy end, eh? Jacob, this is all so fantastical, to say the least. You don't believe me, do you, friend? No, of course I do. It's just that, well, the point is, Jacob, and what we both agree on, is that we both believe you should get out of this house. Come with me, back to London, no matter what the truth is. No matter if this place is truly alive, you can't fight whatever is in this house and win. You're right. I can't fight, but maybe I can win. Very well, Robert. I shall come with you. Oh, splendid. It fills my heart with glee to hear as such. You will not regret it. You go on, old friend. I have many, many memories of this place. I understand. Take all the time you need. We'll take Catherine's body back, of course. She deserves a proper Christian funeral. The woman in white suddenly leaps out at Robert, desperately, and tries clawing at his throat. No, don't leave us! Jacob grabs the woman in white before she can touch Robert, and smiles sadistically. Go ahead, Robert. It's just like you said. Catherine's dead. And Robert, thank you, my only friend. Without a trace of hesitation, Robert runs out of the house, doubling over on his knees and nearly vomiting. How? She was dead. I know it. I felt her in my own very arms. So then, how? The house behind him suddenly bursts into flames. Robert looks back and cries out in alarm. Jacob! He stands before and looks on, helpless, at this spectacle, watching and unable to help as the House of Neville goes up in flame. My dear Robert, I hope this letter finds you well in the charred ashes of what was once the illustrious House of Neville. I felt it fitting for you to receive an actual letter from your real friend at least once before I met my fate. No, this was not another cruel trick of the house. It was in fact the first and final decision I have been able to make in many years. I would not let them take you as they had the rest of the family, and I know I could not fight them. Yet I won in the end, nonetheless. It is I, Lord Jacob George Edward Neville the 10th, who caused the downfall of the House of Neville, and I could not be happier. Even as I sit here writing, the flame embers scarring my hair, I can see it looking at me, glaring down at me with her eyes. That just makes my victory so much sweeter. Thank you, Robert, for all you have done for me my entire life. I'm glad the house called you back to me today. The heavenly irony sings to me. Never forget our friendship, for that is what shall endure when the fires of fate consume. My family has learned that the hard way. So go, live your life. It matters not whether you or anyone else believe what happened to me or mine. What matters is this: in the end, even after all I have suffered, life was beautiful. Yours sincerely, your oldest friend, Jacob Neville, the last of the House of Neville.